Question 602. Where do you see yourself in 500 years' time?
As compost, probably.
I think I'd rather be cremated, to be honest.
So you in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just
Or
your atoms.
Or use the
Your,
scientific experiments.
your atoms holding in the heat of the earth.
Do we get to turn this question into a what do you want to do with your body when you're dead?
No, we did that the other day.
Question.
We only just had that. We need a few more episodes before we repeat.
All right.
I mean, if we get to the singularity where we can have our consciousness put inside an artificial body, provided that body that doesn't give us dysphoria from it, yeah, I could see myself doing that if that's available as an option.
Mm.
I'd want to make damn sure there wasn't any dysphoria from it though, because having lived through dysphoria, fucking don't want that with that.
No, but the other thing is if you're just put into a singularity like that, there's no danger of like suicide. So
no,
they could do it and just make it useful.
And in all honesty, if you're connected through an AI that gives you your sensory feedback, they could just put something into your brain that your brain's happy with anyway, regardless of what you actually look like. So,
right. Seraphim says dead. Ricardo says atomized. Robert says as part of an android. Joan says gone through the wormhole in some other universe.
Oh, I know how to answer this question in a second.
All right. Sammy says uploaded into the world's most famous porn star android. 9 o'clock hero says creepy crawly poop. Natty says in Andromeda.
Yeah, as in from the TV show.
Yeah.
He means Lexa Doig. How do you say her name?
That was sort of where I was going to go with that. With my answer, but not quite.
Is it Doig? Is that her surname?
Seraphim says hedonism bot. Hedonism bot from Futurama. I'd like that. Arrange that for me. Natty says living my new life as an alien Time Lord.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
My fantasy about death is to be buried under a just beginning to grow bristlecone pine, so it will absorb me, and I'll be around for another 5,000 years.
That'd be pretty cool with regeneration. That'd actually be kind of awesome.
Yes.
As long as you were as cool with the new body you got as the Doctor ends up being, I would be perfectly fine with that. That'd be awesome. I'm gonna pitch an idea for a TV series, God the Scummer in the 25th century. Now I don't know it's going to be quite as successful as Buck Rogers, but it's worth a go.
Worth a go. Math Pig.
The godless Scummer goes looking for all the sex bots he can find.
I'd just be curious to see in 500 years' time whether people do actually women do wear as much lip gloss as they do in Buck Rogers in the 25th century. I just think it would be interesting.
Lip gloss is pretty wonderful. I would say yes.
I would be interested to see what life is like in 500 years' time, assuming we're still here, because there's a good possibility we won't be.
None
of us will be, but I mean, humanity in general.
Nerdy says, I've already written myself a note asking myself why I didn't come back earlier when time travel was invented. Sammy says, chapter umpteenth. Math Pig.
Probably all going well with the Viking funeral land at the bottom of the sea.
The fish food.
I'd like that. I'd like the Viking funeral. Just be out in a fucking boat, set me on fire.
Manda?
You're not actually there to enjoy it, per se.
Well, okay, that's fine. We can do it next week.
Well, I can always work. I can always work on the basis that I can always do that on the basis that my previous sort of belief system may have been the right thing after all. You see, so and fuck it, I could get drunk in Valhalla. You know.
Oh, I'd be so happy if that ended up being the right thing and we all got drunk in Valhalla. That'd be bloody awesome.
Trouble with the Norse thing is the Valhalla's not the only place you can go. It's about there's quite a few of them.
Is Val Kilmer related to Valhalla?
No.
I doubt it.
Right, Manda.
I mean, I will be something else because I will be beyond dead, and I've already said I plan on having a green funeral. So
You'll be very quickly something else.
yeah, so eventually grass, which will be eaten by something else, which will,
I can't hear her at all.
No?
Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Sorry, Jenny.
I'm going to refresh screen. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll have been weed half a dozen times, smoked half a dozen times.
You're
I'm already 40%
South Park,
weed
that's
every day at this point.
circle of poo.
Yeah.
It's a
The
circle.
circle of poo. Jones says, "Give me annihilation. I don't want any sort of afterlife."
What's that? Yeah.
Welcome back.
I don't mind it.
Amanda,
The point is, afterlife is impossible.
Hi, Jenny. Can you hear me now?
yes, I can. Thank you.
Cool. Not that anything I say is worth listening to anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Ugh.
I was trying to work
Well,
out
you're
what
one-
compilation shows I could do. Of clips of people.
What, in the afterlife?
No, of the show, of questions. Right? And so far, there are only two things I can think that I can put together. There are of you saying inappropriate things without realising it. And it's Manda blushing and hiding. And I reckon I can put together a long enough show for each of those things.
No,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dave, I'd be very careful about saying inappropriate things without realising after a certain meat product you mentioned a couple of weeks ago.
That was very appropriate.
We're not
So,
going
Dave,
to
what
say
you're
it
saying?
again, though.
You
What?
were very cavalier about it too. So
Yes.
I live by
So,
this
so what
rule
you're
that
saying, Dave, is without Amanda and I, you wouldn't have a show.
No, I think I could get someone. I need to not finish that sentence.
all right, well that's it.
Yeah.
I'm going
Win-win.
out then. Fuck
You
you all.
might have a show, Dave. But you wouldn't have a highlights or best of.
No,
compilation.
definitely wouldn't have a best of.
Dave, I live
You
by
just
this
got another
rule.
good exit.
I live by this rule that if you have to explain that it was not inappropriate, you're wrong.
No.
I live for the inappropriate. You know that.
Oh, I'm not
Right.
judging, I'm just explaining.
You could possibly do like a Badger compilation for this as well, though, Dave. Just-
Oh, but imagine having a hissy fit about something, usually Star Wars.
I could definitely do him getting basically growling. I could probably do an hour of him growling.
Badger not paying attention to shit because he's fucking around with his computer.
Why don't
I think
we
top
plan to
10 Badger
essentially fill
growls.
the chain for a while and get as many as we can?
Go through, find the 10 best Badger growls, and you can do like one of those top 10 lists.
I'm just wondering if we could set up an episode where every question would make him growl.
You'd have to mostly ask Star Wars questions.
Right.
Specifically about how
Like, which Disney character is your favorite and why?
I'd need everyone else in on it so they could answer questions that would annoy him, with answers that would annoy him.
And we'd have to not be annoyed by them as well.
Which
We just have
Star
to let them go.
Which episode is most Disney-like?
Right. Second to last question.
Which Star Wars Disney princess is the best Star Wars Disney princess? I'm sorry, Amanda. I know this is
Is
you too.
Princess Leia? Yeah, is Princess Leia a princess? There's a
Shut the
question.
fuck up, Jack.
Of course she is. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.